Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So it's down to business here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, Federico Di Marco is someone I consider to be an elite fullback. Even in Italy, where defending is an art, he's brilliant going in both directions. And
oh, he's been caught now. There's the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Can he get on the end of this? David Villa just eases him off the ball. Watford with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Baresi. Now it's Szoboszlai. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Looking for options for movement. Can he finish?
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here, because that was a magnificent save.
And here's Szoboszlai. Distributed tidily.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And it's Szoboszlai. He's on it. Can he get away? He's picked his way through. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Batistuta. Real chance! And yes, it's there! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Watford grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he's on his way! Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Watford present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Oh, the keepers these days have done their homework. Oh, great save by Dida. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Kukçu receives it in a good position here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Manchester United with another corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. Kukçu plays it short. That pass has been well intercepted. De Bruyne. The ball's gone astray. And the first half is done. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, both sides would have expected a closely fought match, and that's pretty much what we've got so far. The early exchanges, I think, in this second half will be worth keeping an eye on to see if any adjustments have been made to change things.
Watford are level pegging at half-time then, and it has a shot! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess he tried one of his specials.
Threads one in. Well read, nice interception. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Corner number 2 then. Now, who's going to be first to this? And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Haaland. Engages and forces him off the ball. Szoboszlai. Watford finding their passes. And it's made its way to him. Watford do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy.
Oh, shooting chance! Neymar. Haaland charging forward, the ball at his feet. And here's Rafinha.
Rafinha really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Xavi Alonso, a probing pass. Szoboszlai, he could be in here. Szoboszlai! Now that decent chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Szoboszlai clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So, third corner of the game. Climbs up big! Decent enough try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Now it's Bojan. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Bernardo Silva. Lovely, now then. And the shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Corner number 3 coming up. Cleared away.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Osimhen. No way through. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Martinez. DiMarco. Bernardo Silva. Grealish. Nicely weighted ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes a shot! Oh, what about that? And that has raised the roof! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Watford complete their comeback, and now they only need to hold out for a few. And that is as far as it goes. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort, fall behind. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running.
Now here's a fine representative for the fullbacks union, Peter.
Massimo Otto.
Yeah, it's going to be vital if he imposes himself early, I think, on that flank. He's got great quality on deliveries, as we know, and they've always been a massive part of his game.
Yeah. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival.
Wow, look who's involved. Forlan really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Gerrard powering forward here. And it's Rodri. Can he get on the end of this? And it's Xabi Alonso.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Cleared without complication. And we have our very first corner. Rodri getting this one clear. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work.
And Batistuta! Just swings wide.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Neymar. Approaching the half-hour mark. Pedri, a player who needs no introduction. Nice-looking ball. Well-timed, excellent interception. Xavi Alonso. And Zanetti. Baresi. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Scholes. It's a good spell of possession, this. Gerrard. Scholes. And it's Soboslai. Rodri. Played out to the right. Oh, that's a key interception. And that's been slipped through. Rijkaard. And the referee brings the first half to a close. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this.
David Villa! Sensational from David Villa!
Oh, that was magnificent. What a way to stamp your ability on a game. Not necessarily pivotal, but it has most definitely shifted momentum.
It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Rangers needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Gerrard. Scholes. Watford finding their passes. Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist, Peter, in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Rodri. Scholes. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Rangers really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again, and Batistuta! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Watford are sitting... Summerslide! That is delicious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, good-looking ball. The final 5 minutes. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And that's going to be a booking. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're up and running. Thuram, his is the name on everybody's lips. Hardly a surprise when you're making your 500th appearance. Quite something, Jim Beglin.
Well, Peter, it's so good to see everyone show the appreciation that's fully deserved. Although I'm sure he himself won't be thinking about that. All he'll be thinking about will be making sure that he ends up on the winning side here.
Well, it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
No way through. Nicely aimed pass. Little pass back. And it's been shipped out wide. First quarter of an hour gone. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Lovely pass, but can he get there? David Villa. Aimed beyond the defence. Decent chance! He's delivered all right! You don't keep those outs. He knew. He just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
A 1-0 lead established.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Now it's Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Mohamed Salah demonstrating his defensive quality there. And now a sudden chance to counter. That'll be a throw-in. Zanetti. It's going to be another throw. Ah, good steal. He just read it. Watford do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course. It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now here's the delivery. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Tries to pass it through. Scholes is the team's great visionary. Has a look and plays it forward. Xavi Alonso. Now, can they get him away? There's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Watford head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Watford carrying a 1-goal lead. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Villa. Batistuta. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Szoboszlai with a real chance here. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Szoboszlai! Oh, it's hit the post! And it's Scholes. Gets a good foot in there. Oh, this looks sharp. Alonso. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Still just a single goal between the sides. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. And it's Szoboszlai. And he's there to make the challenge. Scholes has created 1 goal already. And here's Batistuta. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Szoboszlai. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
No, again, there's no way through. Zanetti gets over and intercepts.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And he's managed to get free. Played up towards the front line. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Zanetti makes the interception. Tries to play it through. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Knocks it into space. He's picked his way through. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Takes the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
The message is simple. Defend this with your lives. And that has earned a reprieve. Has a shot! And that is doing no harm at all. Oh, that's a key interception. And no, that was never going to make it. And it's Schneider. Pele can see things. And that will be it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then. Well, it's clear what the manager wants here. His aim is to dominate in the wide areas, isn't it?
Yeah, I suspect that the wide men have been instructed to combine with the two forwards playing off the central striker, providing support or rotating with them while being the main suppliers of crosses. This is all about end product.
And Batistuta! Now, who's going to be first to this? Brilliantly cut out. Bresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, I've always liked the look of Cole Palmer, Peter, who is a versatile attacker, but I think sometimes we kind of get a bit mixed up with versatility and flexibility, because when he moves around the pitch, it's not necessarily being versatile in different positions. It's just his flexibility, his reading.
Goes for the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Watford with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Chance! Goal! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Watford are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And that's gone loose. Knocks it out wide. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Mohamed Salah. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. And now they can spring out of defence. Turns back here, probably the best option. Xavi Alonso. Spread it left. Now it's Hazard. Cross to the back post. He gets big. They've scored. They have done it. They have their equaliser.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And he's intervened well there. Floated through. That'll be a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. And that's asking too much of anyone and everyone. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Real chance!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Batistuta! Oh, split-second reaction.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 3 coming up. Picked out brilliantly. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Guadalajara have the chance to go the other way.
Guadalajara really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing their stuff and are grabbing the attention right now.
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to...
And Owen! Denied by an instinctive save.
Owen actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
So their fourth corner of the game. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. They're up to 5 corners now. Son Heung-min goes short. Son Heung-min. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that's fabulous. Zanetti did well to stay calm there. Zanetti, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Szoboszlai can see things others simply cannot. And he's worked it through. Pele! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And it's Szoboszlai. Played back. Pele. Shot could be on. It's Son Heung-min! Oh, should have put that away.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. And that could well leave a mark. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. It's a lucky 7th corner. Soboslai plays it short. Played into the box. Oh, smashing header! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. That's a sharp pass. Oh, nicely intercepted. Driving forward. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's an excellent interception.
Guadalajara really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And that was nowhere near his best. And he's gone searching crossfield. And it's Neves. Olise just eases him off the ball.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Son Heung-min is offering a wry smile there. All the big boys are set for this. It's like Land of the Giants in there.
Oh, and a chance! Defend, and that is the last effort of the game. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Listen, the more this game went on,
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And that gets things running.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability.
That could spell trouble. Xavi Alonso. pass somewhat off target. Now it's Szoboszlai. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, he's not the...
And Batistuta!
Batistuta made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Rijkaard tries to pass it through. Szoboszlai. Kukcu. Rijkaard. Now it's Mohamed Salah, and that has been cut short. Rijkaard. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. David Villa. Oh, good read. Kukcu. And it's De Bruyne. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. A header! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Chance here to counter. Played into space. And no, that was never going to make it. Mbappe takes a shot. Oh, it's come off the upright. Watford have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. And he cuts out the supply. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Szoboszlai. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. De Bruyne. Half an hour played now. Now it's Villa in with the challenge. Watford do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well.
Azar!
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Now it's Szoboszlai. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
It's a searching pass. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So, no breakthrough from either side. 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. That gets things going for the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Mbappe! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Watford finding their passes. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And here's Szoboszlai. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Thinks about the shot. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Looking to play him in. That is ended up in no man's land. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He is starved of space and time. Out for a throw. And that's definitely not his best. Looking for the run. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Szoboszlai can see things others simply cannot. Now it's Pele. Now it's Messi. The ball's gone astray. Now it's Pele. And still we await the first breakthrough. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a lovely, neat pass. And this is Torres. Kukçu.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Well timed, excellent interception. Szoboszlai. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Szoboszlai. Oh, lovely bit of skill. And he's gone backward here. Pele! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, terrible pass. Goes for a shot! Oh, yes, it's there! Finally, finally, finally! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a...
Here's a chance! There was plenty of power on that. Passes short and sharp. Oh, it's Pele! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And that may well be that. That is that. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Can he finish? And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Watford with the corner. They're first. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence. Now he's got space here. No, that's been intercepted. Now that looks a decent ball. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
A little bias on my part, but Trent Alexander-Arnold is one of the greatest fullbacks around, certainly when it comes to attacking creativity. So naturally...
He's going for goal!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Watford are looking to go forward now. David Villa! Place it in low.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well timed, excellent interception. Palmer. No goals as yet. That's beautifully... And a shot! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
And he cuts out the supply. And it's Scholes. 30 minutes gone. Now it's Haaland. Xavi Alonso. Searching pass he's played there. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Well read, nice interception. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. Nicely weighted ball. And he's there to get it away. Great vision. And the through ball. And he's managed to get free. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
That's an imaginative pass. Scholes. Now it's Batistuta. And we've reached half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. So off we go once more. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. This looks promising. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Palmer. Oh, a delicate chip through. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Schlotterbeck cuts out the pass. Now it's Villa. Oh, this is a great position. Tries a shot! It's in! Another moment of magic. A real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Watford are in front now. The game's only goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
Knocks it into space. And that has been clubbed away. Szoboszlai. Decent shot! Off the post! Gets a good foot in there. Has a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
This their second corner of the game.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now it's Szoboszlai. He's got away. Goes for a shot! And that's another good win of the ball. Mendes gets good distance on it. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I think it's pretty clear. The message is to get the job done, and the sooner the better.
Just eases him off the ball. And he's lost his man here. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. So, time for changes on both sides, actually. And it's Fernandez. And he's had a hit! Barcelona have their second corner now. They've played it short.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Odegaard. He's gone for goal! Should have equalised.
Oh, what a moment for him, Peter. He'll be losing sleep over that one tonight.
Rudiger cuts it out. And now they can clear their lines. Now it's Messi. Rudiger did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Pele can see things others simply cannot. Davids. He's shifting through the gears here. Shoots! He has done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And that gets things running.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Rijkaard. And now they can spring out of defence. Watford looking to pass their way through. Van Dijk gets it away. Can he get on the end of... Shoots! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Oh, what a mistake. Now it's Villa. David Villa! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. That's a throw. Now this could be a chance. Oh, look at that. He's had a shot! They want to be quick to recover this. Cleared without complication. And it's Xavi Alonso. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's there to belt it away. Watford leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Batistuta. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Back to the keeper it goes. Cannavaro. Watford are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Neymar. It's Neymar! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Howson with the clearance. Soboslai. Tries to pass it through. Great chance! Sticks it away! And this is getting better and better. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, the winger Lee Kang-in is a very interesting player, Peter, because there's something almost unique about the way he dribbles, the close ball control, the ability to bring...
SummerSlam! It's bounced back off the post. That's a sharp pass. Thuram cuts it out. Could be danger here. Produces a cross. Another chance from a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Lee Kang-in. It's going to be another corner, I think. It's their second corner of the game. Xavi Alonso is there to clear. Kuk-Chu. Oh, a robust challenge. And he's heaved it away. Otto producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rijkaard. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Great vision. Oh, easy pickings there. Watford do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course. Szoboszlai really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Son Heung-min. And it's Szoboszlai. Now it's Batistuta. Plays a sharp little ball here. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Works it forward. And here's Batistuta. Out to the left it goes. Serginho. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Xavi Alonso. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That has been slung wide. And there's the end of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we are back on the way. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Szoboszlai. And here's Son Heung-min. Oh, nice touch. Cook Chu does really well to win the ball there. Lee Kang-in can see things others simply cannot.
Son Heung-min really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Over to the left. Now, can they get him away? Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Lee Kang-in chasing after it. And it's Soboslai. Batistuta. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now that looks a decent ball. And this big chance! They've done it! And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, when the going gets tough, etc., they can still turn this round, I think.
Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Soboslai. And he's had a hit! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Watford can try it again now. Corner number 2 then. And that's a throw-in. Nicely aimed pass.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Now that's well seen too.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Terrific header! And the number on the board is 3. And time is up. Watford have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Nice looking ball. Baresi cuts out the pass. He's had a shot! Oh, belter! That is a gem! An absolute gem! What are you thinking about the goal?
I love the technique in that finish. There was a concentration to keep it down.
Chelsea are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. He can get that clear. Soboslai.
Such good technique. That's a terrific interception. He's had a stellar game.
Now it's Son Heung-min. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Batistuta. Nice control. He's gone for goal! He slings it in.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now that looks a decent ball. Baresi deals with that comfortably. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And here's Forlan. And here's Son Heung-min. Now it's Soboslai.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And the shot's on here. He's having a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Fernando Torres actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Watford with the corner. They're first. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. No, he's had it taken off him. And here's Torres. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Torres. Rodri. And Caicedo. Rodri.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And here's Batistuta. And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Watford head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Oh, that's a key interception. Quality ball. Vitz, searching pass he's played there. Zanetti. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Forlan, and he's had it nicked away. Now it's Torres. Baresi does really well to win the ball there. Chelsea are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And this is Batistuta. Chelsea needed that. They really needed it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Picked out brilliant. Decent chance! They've done it! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
One sweep. Oh, shooting chance! Cleared without complication. And he's well positioned here. He won't be happy with that one. And this is Batistuta. Son Heung-min might just make this. And this is Forlan. Chelsea have reclaimed it. Son Heung-min. And this is Forlan. Xavi Alonso. That's good vision. Fernando Torres. That is lovely. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Szoboszlai! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Szoboszlai fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Corner number 2 then. Wirtz gets it away. That's a throw. Pass somewhat off target. Caicedo. Can he get on the end of this? And he's cut it out.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Dixon. Looking for the run. And he's intervened well there. Rodri. And it's Salah. And here's Azar. And he was quick to react. And time is up. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end, not for the want of desire. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, the inclusion of this fella, Mickey van de Ven, is probably an indication that the boss wants to play out from the back. I mean, we all talk about how brilliant his recovery pace is when it comes to defending, but he's actually quite tasty on the ball too, particularly with his long-range passing, and he loves those diagonals at times, and he's one to watch out for.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. And he welcomes it in. Lobbed in behind. And this is Batistuta. Fiore.
They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well read, and the danger is averted. Thuram. João Neves, spread out to the left. Now it's Torres. And here's Messi. And this is Messi. And he's there to retrieve it. And here's Messi. Real chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that was very necessary. Watford still without a single shot on target. He's got away. Torres. He's had a shot! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Watford presented with a golden opportunity here to get them off and running. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Oh, once the save was made, the change to both mindsets could be hugely telling now.
Ah, good steal. He just read it. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Fiore. That has been slung wide. Watford do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding. Takes a shot! It's there! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Is there any support? He might not need it. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. And so we're off again. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Mateus conjures time and space where few can. Tries to pass it through. And he's in on goal. And smartly reclaimed. Short changes him with that pass. The ball has bounced loose now. Chance, surely! And he hits the net. Into the lead once more. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Watford go into the lead. Oh, good take in a good area. And he's there to clear it.
Club America really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Back into the middle. That's a cute ball. Oh, super find. Mbappe is herring after that one. And this is Batistuta. Club America can breathe again. Just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now there's a fine ball. Mateus threads one in. Watford looking to pass their way through.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Can he get it through? And that's been slipped through. They've got a throw in. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mateus tries to play it through. Mateus. That's really well cleared. Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Club America really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
A probing pass. And time is up. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle.